Ever felt like budgeting is like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole? You're not alone. We've all been there wrestling with spreadsheets, receipts and calculators, trying to make sense of our money and wondering why it's so darn hard. It's like trying to herd cats, isn't it? We all want that sweet feeling of financial control, but traditional budgeting can sometimes feel like you're stuck in a never-ending game of whack-a-mole. As soon as you think you've got one expense under control, another one pops up, laughing in your face. And let's not even get started on the guilt trips when we overspend on that delicious latte or a pair of shoes we just had to have. It's enough to make anyone want to throw in the towel and declare a budgeting boycott. But what if we told you there's an easier, less stressful way to manage your finances? Intrigued? Stick around. It's no secret, budgeting often feels like a chore. But why is that? Well, let's dive into the most common reasons. Firstly, traditional budgeting can feel restrictive and confined. It's a bit like putting your money on a diet. Just as you might crave a sweet treat when you're counting calories, you might find yourself longing for that extra pair of shoes or the latest tech gadget when every penny is accounted for. The strict rules and limitations can lead to feelings of deprivation and a lack of freedom. Then there's the time factor. Budgeting can be a time-consuming and tedious task. Imagine tracking every single expense from that cup of coffee in the morning to the unexpected parking ticket in the afternoon. It's overwhelming and, let's face it, downright boring. And finally, sticking with a budget long-term is a huge challenge. We've all started a new year with the best intentions, only to find our motivation waning by February. It's tough to maintain that initial enthusiasm and all too easy to abandon the budget altogether. So what are we left with? A sense of guilt, frustration, and the feeling that we're failing at adulting. But here's the thing, it's not you, it's the budget. Traditional budgeting methods can be too rigid and demanding for many of us. They don't take into account our unique lifestyles, habits, and goals. In fact, it's a bit like trying to squeeze into a one-size-fits-all pair of pants. It's uncomfortable, it doesn't look good, and it certainly doesn't feel good. So if traditional budgeting methods have got you pulling your hair out, it's time to think outside the box. Don't have to be a slave to the spreadsheet to take control of your finances. There are alternative strategies out there that can help you manage your money effectively without the budgeting blues. So stick with us, because we're about to lift the lid on these alternatives in our next segment. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more financial tips and tricks. Ready to ditch the spreadsheet? Let's explore some alternative strategies for financial management. Traditional budgeting methods may not be your cup of tea, and that's perfectly okay. The good news is that there's more than one way to manage your finances, and they don't all involve crunching numbers on a tedious spreadsheet. First up is the 50-30-20 rule. This is a simplified approach that splits your income into three categories: needs, wants, and savings. The idea is to allocate 50% of your income to needs like rent and groceries, 30% to wants, like that trendy new restaurant or concert tickets, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. It's a rough guideline, not a rigid rule, so feel free to tweak the percentages to fit your situation. Next up is automated savings. You've heard the phrase pay yourself first, right? Well, this is it in action. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings or retirement accounts. That way, you're prioritizing your financial future before anything else. It's like setting a financial autopilot so you can sit back and watch your savings grow. Now, on to goal-based tracking. Instead of focusing on every single penny you spend, this method has you focus on specific financial goals. Want to go on a dream vacation? Start an emergency fund? This approach encourages you to track your progress towards these goals. Seeing how close you are to achieving them can be a great motivator to keep saving. Then there's the envelope system. This old-school method involves dividing cash into different envelopes for each spending category, like groceries, entertainment, and so on. When the cash in an envelope runs out, that's it for spending in that category until the next pay cycle. It's a tactile way to visualize and control your spending. And finally, why not challenge yourself? Participate in a no-spend challenge for a week or a month, or try other creative saving methods. It might be a fun way to boost your motivation and save some extra cash. Remember, The goal is to find a method that fits your lifestyle, not to force yourself into a one-size-fits-all budgeting box. Whether you're a fan of the 50-30-20 rule, automated savings, goal-based tracking, the envelope system, or saving challenges, the key is to find what works for you. When you find a method that suits your lifestyle and personality, managing your finances becomes less of a chore and more of a satisfying journey towards financial well-being. Personal style isn't just for fashion, it applies to finance too. Yes, we're talking about curating a financial management system that suits your personality, lifestyle and goals, like a well-tailored suit. Finding your financial fit can be an experiment, and that's perfectly okay. You might try on a few different methods before finding one that fits just right. You may find that you prefer the simplicity of the 50-30-20 rule, or perhaps the hands-on nature of the envelope system appeals to you. Maybe setting up automated savings feels like the most effortless way to secure your financial future. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to managing your money. But let's not forget, the journey to financial fitness is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about progress, not perfection. You might stumble upon some bumps along the way, an impromptu dinner here, a spontaneous shopping spree there, but don't let these little setbacks deter you. After all, even the most seasoned financial gurus have their off days. The key is consistency, and every small step you take towards sensible spending and saving is a victory in itself. Now here's a little secret. Technology can be your best ally in this financial fitness journey. In today's digital age, there are countless apps and tools designed to make managing your finances a breeze. They can help you track your spending, save for specific goals, and even automate your savings. So why not leverage these tools to make your financial journey less of a chore and more of a joy? In the end, remember that you are the master of your own financial destiny. You have the power to shape your financial future in a way that aligns with your values, aspirations, and lifestyle. So, go ahead, try out different financial management strategies, embrace the progress, and use technology to your advantage. So go ahead, be the master of your own financial destiny. Managing finances without traditional budgeting doesn't mean you're off the hook, but the rewards are well worth it. Imagine waking up each day knowing exactly where your money is going, feeling confident about your financial decisions, and seeing your financial goals become reality. That's the magic of financial control. Let's start with the elephant in the room, stress. It's no secret that money worries can keep us up at night. But what if I told you financial control can help reduce that stress? By gaining awareness of your income and expenses, you're essentially giving yourself a roadmap to navigate through financial challenges. You're no longer blindly throwing darts at a board, hoping to hit a bullseye. Instead, you're taking calculated steps towards your financial targets, and that's a game changer. Next up, achieving financial goals. We all dream of that tropical vacation, or buying a home, or maybe even retiring early. Without a clear financial plan, these dreams remain just that, dreams. But with financial control, you're turning those dreams into tangible goals. Whether it's setting aside a little each month for that dream vacation, or investing wisely for an early retirement, you're making strides towards making those dreams a reality. Finally, let's talk about building financial security. This is the big one, the ultimate goal. Financial security isn't about having a mountain of cash. It's about feeling empowered, knowing you're prepared for the future, and being able to handle unexpected expenses without breaking a sweat. With financial control, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. So while traditional budgeting might not be your cup of tea, don't let that deter you from the sweet rewards of financial control. It's about finding what works for you, sticking with it, and reaping the benefits along the way. Remember, the goal isn't just to manage money, it's to build a secure and enjoyable financial future. So, what's the bottom line? You don't have to love budgeting to be a financial whiz. Remember, it's about finding the strategy that fits your personality and lifestyle. Maybe it's the simplified 50-30-20 rule, or perhaps automated savings resonate with you. You might even find joy in the envelope system or a no-spend challenge. It's all about trial and error and finding what sticks. And remember, progress not is the name of the game. Small steps and consistency can lead you to the financial control you've been longing for. So, don't be disheartened by the occasional setback. Instead, celebrate every milestone, no matter how small. Don't forget, technology can be a great ally in this journey. Budgeting apps or spending trackers can simplify the process and make it less daunting. So, take the leap. Manage your finances your way and watch your financial future flourish. You've got this. And hey, if you found this video helpful and want to learn more about managing your finances, forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks. Let's conquer the world of finance together.